think for 1 second. There's not resources you can look towards.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not always about trying to ask or borrow. You get what I mean?
Right.
You can actually figure things out on your own. You know what I mean? And that's what I did too when I got out here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I stopped asking for certain things. And I was like, you know what? Stop acting like you don't know what you know how to do. Stop begging. I had to tell myself, stop begging. You got this. You know what I mean? No, real talk. I talked to myself like that. Stop begging. Stop acting like you don't know how to do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I had to keep encouraging myself because there was still, again, negative coming.
Yeah.
From the place I came from. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, really? Where are y'all getting your information from?
Right.
Like I can't believe it. The negative things just keep coming. So again, it was just like, okay, instead of letting it be enough to ruin my day, I just kept it pushing. Like, okay.
Right.
That negative, like I said, I built on that negative. I built on it. I used it as my stepping stones. Like, okay.
Right.
Okay. So then it got to the point where when I started hearing all type of stuff, I'm not clearing it up. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. So what? Go hear it again. Because I'm not clearing shit up no more. You know what I mean? All that negativity, like that's how much it bounces off of me. Like I've built up a positive barrier so strong. It's like, whatever.
Right. And it's like a lot of shit really don't matter. A lot of shit that we like hold dearly and take for granted. I mean, that shit, it don't even mean shit. The people, half the motherfuckers in life that we give a fuck.
Yes.
What they think about us and all that. Them motherfuckers don't mean shit.
Let it be.
You know?
Let it be.
You'll find more motherfuckers that want to see you down than you gonna find want to see you up.
I definitely agree with that percentage right now.
So
yes,
don't.
I can.
So don't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised if you run into some of these motherfuckers. If they staring you dead in your motherfucking face.
Probably, listen to me, y'all. They probably sitting to you right next to you right now. Literally.
And if they sitting next to you now, you'll know. Believe me, because you're going to be looked at that motherfucker like, yeah, nigga, because I was thinking about that, you know. Shit. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to do this shit for how many years now? You know what I'm saying?
Hey. And sometimes it just takes that certain, voice to hear or phrase to hear to make you wake up and hear something. You know what I mean? Just to, you know what? What the fuck have I been doing?
And some people, it do take something. It takes that traumatic moment. You know what I'm saying? It's like being a functioning alcoholic. If the alcohol ain't fucking with your way of living, you ain't gonna stop drinking. You know what I'm saying? But if you had this traumatic moment that happens, you know what I'm saying, to make you be like, whoa.
To keep hearing that fucking phrase, I was a bum ass bitch. You bum ass bitch. I'm not ever that. Okay, I fell. I was, at a low spot. You get what I mean? So I just think that was every time I kept hearing that, it was like a brick.
Failure is normal, though. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I don't understand why people, make such a big frat. You looking for the failure. That's most motherfuckers.
But
like
if you don't fail sometimes, that means you can't think or inspire to even be greater. You get what I mean? To top. Okay, well, if this was wrong, let me recalculate some. You know what I mean? I can do this. I can make this right.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But you just have to have that faith in yourself as well. That strength in yourself to know, like, I got this.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was another thing. You know what I mean? Like, I really had to start telling myself that. And I'm looking myself in the mirror telling me this. You got this. Mm-hmm. You do got this. You are not new to none of this. You got this. With all the negative that kept coming, I kept telling myself, you got this.
Yeah. And you got it.
You know what
now
I mean?
You're the host of your own podcast, and no matter what, like we was just talking about this the other day, out trying to network, fucking with people. And, you think people have your interests at heart, and, you think you fucking with them like they fucking with you, but,
And we find out the hard way.
You find out that, hey, people don't want to see you succeed, and we have to be prepared. We have to be aware and prepared. And we have to be able to accept this shit, because we have to understand as a person that motherfuckers is looking for the downfall first.
So, okay.
They looking for something fucked up, to hear something fucked up about you.
Either let it consume
you, hear something good,
or use it as a building block.
Right.
You get what I mean? So to me, that's the difference with the negative. It's how are you going to let it consume you?
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
right.
With that being, you're absolutely right. And to me, it was simple. All you had to do was put some tape on it and hang it up.
Yep.
Simple.
Yep.
Simple. But instead, you know what I mean? Okay. To me, that's very negative. That's bad business.
Yeah, you study trying to hammer that shit up, putting holes in the walls and shit, huh? No.
Bad business all day. You know what I mean? But, okay, we're going to take that. It became a brick. Kind of like a Super Mario game, I'll take it as. I'm old school, so I'm going to say Super Mario. It's became a brick to build the castle to where we trying to go, or what we trying to build. You get what I mean? There's no way you can ever take something that simple and a person turn it into something that negative.
Right. And I'm like, if we networking, right? So, I mean, and for those of you that don't know what networking is, that's, hey, look, I shout you out, you shout me out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna shout each other out. That way, I drop my business to you, you drop your business
exchange.
to me. Boom.
No robbery. Period. Simple. That's simple to me. 101 business.
And all I can say is if you do your part, if you continue to do your part, you gonna succeed.
Period.
And you gotta make room for the fuck ups. You gotta make room for the failures. Shit ain't gonna always be good, because sometimes you gotta find yourself in this situation to build it up, to learn from it. Sometimes you gotta be strengthened in a certain area in order to even be elevated to be where you want to be in your life.
But I'll say this too. Sometimes you'll allow the negative to be so overpowering, you're not even realizing the strengths that you hold, because you're letting the negative overpower. You have to realize your strengths. What are you good at?
Right.
Make it work for you.
That's
maneuver
true.
The way you know how.
Right.
You get what I mean?
The way you maneuver, though.
You get what I mean? Not how somebody else maneuver, because it does not work for you.
Right.
You are an individual. So as an individual, whatever you're good at. But this is what you need to understand too. You got to slow down and know self to understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got to slow down. What are you good at?
Right. Right, exactly.
And as an individual, how can you make that work for yourself as positive? You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
what worked for another motherfucker might not work for another motherfucker. So
I'll say it's not, might not, it will not.
So a lot of times you gotta figure out shit for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect for the world to figure shit out for you.
your homegirls, your homeboys, associates, whatever you want to call them, acquaintances. You cannot expect those things. You cannot expect those things.
Right. And we can't stay stuck on dwelling on what's hurting us and what's holding us back. The shit that was fucked up. Oh man, that's so fucked up, man. We can't spend every day
waking
like,
moment,
it's just so fucked
every
up.
time because it's taken away from
the positive.
The positive you can be
forward.
putting. Period.
Man, if you're
Because
not willing to take a
take
loss
over
on that, you're not gonna move forward.
But understand, people, that's another form of control someone has over you or a situation has over you, whether you realize it or not.
It's kind of like hoarding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Holding on to memories and just shit you don't need this. You don't need. And what I could use that. And no,
you don't need that shit.
You don't need that shit. It's like when you're moving. What is you taking trash with you for? Or what are you taking, you know what I mean? Anything that you have. You're not going to
take the same shit you've been looking at like, damn, I need to get rid of that shit.
Exactly.
But you're going to take it with you so you can get rid of it. I'm going to just take it because somebody might need it.
Hell no. I'm literally getting rid of whatever. No, if we don't need it, I tell my, we ain't wore it in a year. If it got a stain on it, what we need it for? If it don't work, if the battery, if the plate on the back of it is missing, throw it away. Because it ain't even going to hold. I'm not trying to put tape on something to hold batteries in. You get what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I mean? Now that I'm just older, that's just me. So just throw it away. It's just trash. So that's like just moving. You know what I mean? You don't want to take a whole bunch of unnecessary weight with you.
Right. That might be the weight that's holding you down.
That's holding you back.
You know
what I mean?
And
it's talking about people too. It's people that you hold dear to you that's just completely just toxic and always negative. And sometimes it's people those people you got to let go of too.
Yeah.
Period.
And y'all know who those people is, the motherfucker that come around and be like, dang, it look like you gained some weight. Then they see you the next couple days later. You gained some more weight? But that's, just to say, people are going to always look for the down in you anyway,
That's a fact.
You got to always know what's the good in you, no matter what other people see or what they say. At the end of the day, you can't lose no sleep over another motherfucker thoughts because you can't change their thoughts. If they don't want to fuck with you, hey, they don't want to fuck with you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Cool.
Facts.
Shit, if a motherfucker mean you bad, especially when it come down to a situation and they left you hanging on that shit, I don't give a fuck if they family.
But because the negative has consumed, some, it's just whatever this person say go or whatever happens, they are made to feel as if they're the wrong person when it's really not. You get what I mean? They're the strongest link, but be made to feel like they're the weakest.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the negativity that we don't want in our lives. We don't want that. And like I said, by any means necessary. When you start realizing it's just constant negative going on around you, you know what I mean? Like you said, whether it be employment,
right,
family, relationship, you know what I mean?
Right.
Your children, or just every day, just walking out into public, going to the grocery store, whatever. You know what I mean? To me, pause, start reevaluating some shit.
Right.
And start asking yourself, what's going on?
Right. And if shit just seems so fucked up, and it just seems so fucked up like it ain't gonna get no better, just hold steady. Just hold on. Because tomorrow might be the day. You know,
might
just
that
know
day.
that a lot of bad shit might be happening to you to move shit out the way.